Hey, you looking for an RPG encounter that will rock your player's socks off while introducing a really cool flavour for your setting? Then this one's for you. Hey, Scott here from vengersdecks.com. I hope you're doing okay. So today I want to talk about one of the coolest RPG encounters I've run recently and which I've featured in my new mini deck in Map Pack 1. It's called Peril of Burning Books. So let's take a look. So here's the hook for it. First of all, this is what hooks your players into wanting to complete the encounter. You've got an underground library that's recently been on fire. Smoke is rising from it as the party nears. Maybe there's guards running in and out with water, someone calling for help or something. Inside, the place is not only burnt, but it's been totally ransacked. There's a ghost librarian that's hovering around. Her hands are grasping her lacerated neck. And although her occasional shrieks might painfully pierce the minds of the party, she might relay some information relevant to what's happened. This relating to a quest that the party's currently engaged in. And there's a set of steps leading down, but the way down is coated in magical darkness. And really the dramatic question here is, what the hell's happened and what is downstairs? So this is an encounter you can slip in anywhere the party's in some sort of civilization. I love the idea of libraries you need to walk down into and that travel further down. I always like to think quite carefully about the libraries introduced to players, particularly when there's a caster in the party or a character that just loves them books. And what I love to do is create a library the party will remember. So I'm thinking about how it looks and feels as they enter, what quirks the librarian has, what the books are up to, particularly the magical ones that might have a life of their own. And one of my most recent homebrew settings, all my libraries have one specific cool thing that links them all together. So let's flip this card and see what it is. So here's where the conflict begins for the party in the encounter. At the foot of the stairs, as the magical darkness ends, is a dimly lit place of infinite proportions, organic floor, but nearby I've put some rugs of smothering and a bookcase, which of course is a mimic, which will attack if approached. Something might lie dead, recently having been killed by something or someone else. When I ran it recently, I used a Nothic. And tracks might lead further off into this infinite space where a pool of water, an elemental, guards a table of magic texts, and there's more bodies around the water completely soaked. And their clothing and their possessions might reveal some clues that are relevant to whatever the party's doing at the moment or what their goals might be. The idea behind this encounter, of course, is that the library has just been ransacked and set on fire. Something or someone has attacked it, probably with a view to getting information or texts related to what the party is up to. And effectively, the party is appearing at this library after the fact and picking up clues about what's actually happened. The rugs of smothering and the mimic, they're there to guard the library, and they're already on edge, having just been attacked previously by whoever or whatever has been in the library. So, you know, they're not likely to be in a negotiating mood. So chances are you'll have a battle with the rugs and the mimic and the elemental, which of course will be won or lost. The texts and the information that were being looked for by either the party or these people who were in the library before might be recovered. Equally, the party might pop back upstairs and the ghost might happily stamp the books as borrowed while continuing to shriek and create psychic damage. But quite interestingly, might seek recovery of anything borrowed if it's not returned. Evidence might show that the fire was caused deliberately, that someone was looking for something, the library itself having fought back, but maybe what was being looked for has been taken and now needs recovered by the party. And the twist that I've added in here is that there might be more within this infinite space below the library. As I say, in my setting, I've connected all the libraries in the region with this infinite space where you go down into the library and then you could just walk forever. But perhaps what was being searched for hasn't yet been found. And those that had been in the library and set it on fire and ransacked it might return to look again, this time with more numbers to cope with the library fighting back. And this time they might be more armed and ready. And for this encounter, you have your two maps. First of all, the battle map for the Rugs of Smothering and the bookcase, which you'll see, you come down the stairs in the bottom right there, from the first floor of the library into this infinite space. And, you know, it looks innocuous. What you're describing to the players is simply, you know, there's a bookcase on a rug. They might expect that within a library of this nature, albeit that it's a wee bit strange. But if anyone then approaches the bookcase, the rug will seek to roll up the players and attack them, and the mimic itself will start biting anything that comes close. And then if the players follow the tracks and find this body of water, you'll see there are some quite enticing texts, so you might want to think in advance about what kind of texts, magical or otherwise, first of all, the party might be interested in, second of all, might relate to the quest that they're on, third of all, might just sound cool. And, you know, so place some of them around the bodies of the whoever it was that were attacking the library before the party arrived, and place the rest on the table at the centre of the water, which obviously they have to try and recover. Any time that the water is approached, the water elemental, again, as the library protecting itself will do, will attack the party. And that's it. Like I say, you can introduce this encounter wherever the party is and find something to hook them into going into the library. Using this encounter, the party can negotiate with or get some quest information from a ghost. It can fight some rugs, a mimic, a water elemental. And trust me, if you think a little about how this encounter might slot into what else the party's up to, it'll be an experience your players will never forget. So thanks for watching. Thanks to the patrons who helped me create my first two mini deck and map packs that are available on vengersdecks.com. Take care and see you soon.